Well, hey there, I'm Emma from English. Today we're going to talk about two words that are pretty similar. Two words that I know many of you have been confused about. Which or that? Now, these words are exactly what we're going to talk about today. Which or that in relative clauses. And I'll check that you've been listening at the end of this lesson because I've got a mini quiz to test you, right? 10 questions in a little over 2 minutes. So make sure you pay attention. Guys, I'd like to take a moment to offer a big warm shout out to our friends at Lingoda who are sponsoring this lesson for you today. Now, most of you already know that I've been taking Spanish lessons with Lingoda every single day for the last month. I'll show you. Soy australiana, originalmente soy de Melbourne, pero ahora yo vivo en Perth. El tiempo aquí es muy bueno. Hay muchas playas y está soleados todos los días, pero ahora es invierno y ahora es invierno. No, one day I'll remember which one is which. Invierno, not infierno. In the meantime, here are 3 things that I love about Lingoda and why I highly recommend you check them out. Number 1, they have small classes. With no more than 5 students in each class, I always have the chance to join in. In fact, quite a few of the classes I've had were just me and the teacher, which I was like, yes, private lesson. Number 2, they have native teachers. So for you, wanting to learn English, that includes teachers from the US and the UK. And number 3, they're really, really affordable. Their group classes start from just €8 a class. So if getting results quickly is important to you right now, you should definitely check them out. The link to have a look at Lingoda is in the description below, and you'll be supporting me and the mmmEnglish channel if you use it. Plus, if you use my code at the checkout, you'll get 20% off your first purchase. So which one is it? Which or that? These words are super common. They have lots of different uses and meanings. Which causes confusion. Which cat? That cat. Did you see that? Which way do I need to go? But we're not going to go over all of the different uses of which and that in this video today. There's loads. Today, we'll focus on those times when it's confusing or it's unclear which one you should be using, which or that. And that's when they're used in relative clauses, to introduce adjective clauses. Wait. Just pause for a second here. Relative clause, adjective clause, what are we talking about? That sounds confusing. Let's look at a few examples. It's much easier than it sounds. So take a look at this sentence here. My car, which is brand new, is making strange noises. Now, can you see that this sentence has 2 parts, 2 separate bits of information about the car? My car, which is brand new, my car is making strange noises. See how each of these clauses has a subject and a verb? That's what makes it a clause. Now, look at the clause that starts with which. That clause gives us more information about the subject. It's not just my car, it's my brand new car. So which and that are often used at the beginning of clauses that give us more information about the subject. And these are the adjective clauses that we talked about earlier. They describe the subject in more detail. But there is an important difference that you need to remember. That is used for essential clauses. Now, essential means you need it. It's necessary. You need to use that when you are adding information that's important. Okay, without it, we wouldn't know exactly what you're talking about. We use which when the information is not essential. It's nice to have extra information, but we don't have to have it to understand the meaning. Without it, we're still going to understand the clause in the sentence. let's look at a few examples together. Remember my car, my brand new car? I'm using which in this sentence because the information that my car is brand new is not essential to the meaning in this sentence. I only have one car. If I take that part of the sentence out, then the sentence still makes sense, right? My car is making strange noises. Same car, same problem, just lacking a bit of detail. But now let's look at a different example. The car that I hired last week was making strange noises. Now I use that because it's important, essential information. I'm trying to be specific about the car because it's not clear which one I'm talking about. There are lots of cars for hire. Maybe I've even driven more than one. So that is introducing information that helps me to be specific about which car, all right? We can't take that part of the sentence out because then the sentence isn't clear, right? It just doesn't make sense. Which car was making noises? For any of you who are sitting exams and writing essays and that kind of thing, there's another really important tip that I've got for you. Do you notice the difference between these two sentences? What's the difference apart from which and that? Yeah, it's the commas, right? This difference in punctuation is absolutely necessary. So when you have an adjective clause that's starting with that, you don't need to use commas. This information is essential, right? It's part of the meaning of the sentence. It can't be taken out. If the adjective clause starts with which, then you need to put a comma before and after the clause. This makes it seem like it's an extra, inserted piece of information, which it is, right? It's got the commas to show you that you can pick it up and remove it, and your sentence still makes sense. All right, one more example, and then you're going to be more than ready to take the quiz at the end. Imagine that I have 3 dogs, right? One of my dogs has spots, the other 2 don't. And my dog that has spots is missing. So if I tell you my dog is missing, it's not very helpful because you don't know which dog I'm talking about, right? My dog that has spots is missing. The fact that the dog has spots, it's not the brown one, it's not the white one, this information is essential. It's important information, right? So let's compare it to my brother's dog because my brother has just one dog. He got the dog for his birthday and his dog is sick. My brother's dog is sick. We don't need to know any more information about this, right? We know which dog because he's only got one. But if I wanted to give some extra information to tell you a little bit more about the dog, I can use which. My brother's dog, which he got for his birthday, is sick. So that's extra information, right? It's not essential, so we used which, and we used commas. Okay, how are you feeling? Are you ready to test yourself a little? I think you are. I think you are more than ready. I'll be back after this super quick break with a quiz to check what you learned during this lesson. Don't go anywhere. Okay, are you ready? All you need to do is decide, is which or that the correct word to use? This quiz is going to get faster as we go, so you'll have less and less time to answer each question. So you've got to be ready, right? Make sure you keep track of how many questions you get right so that you can tell me how you did at the end. Up here, I'm going to show you 2 sentences, but only one of those sentences is correct, right? You just need to choose the correct one. Are you ready? Number 1, I have one house that has a green door. So which of these sentences is the correct sentence? The answer is B. My house, which has a green door, is at the end of the street. I've only got one house, right? So the detail about the door is not essential information. So number 2, shoes that have cheap soles make my feet hurt. Or shoes, which have cheap soles, make my feet hurt. A is the right answer here. Not all shoes have cheap soles, right? And they don't all hurt my feet. Only the shoes with cheap soles. So I'm being specific. It's essential information. Number 3. Which one of these is correct? The ring that my grandma gave me is worth a lot of money. Or the ring which my grandma gave me is worth a lot of money. Actually, both of them could work here, so I guess you're right. It would depend if the listener knew which ring they were talking about, right? If we both knew that we were talking about this ring, if I only had one ring on, then it's just extra information, right? But if you didn't know which ring, then I can be specific and say, the ring that my grandma gave me. Number 4. What do you think? It's definitely A. He's not allergic to all food, just specifically food cooked with soy oil. So see how if we remove this clause, it changes completely, right? Food can give him an allergic reaction. It's a completely different meaning. The information is essential. I have one pair of sunglasses and they're pink. So number 5. B makes more sense. The fact that they're pink is not really essential information, is it? So we would choose B. Number 6. I've had my computer for 6 years. It's the only computer that I have. B. Yes. Again, this information is not essential because we know that I only have one computer, right? Music makes me want to dance, but only music with a good beat, not any other types of music. Yes, it's A, you're right. My shirt that has a stain on it needs to be washed. Or my shirt which has a stain on it needs to be washed. A, right? It's essential information. I need to know which shirt, out of all of my shirts, which is the one that needs to be washed. The one with a stain. I forgot my jacket that's purple on the bus. I forgot my jacket which is purple on the bus. The answer's B. Okay, the last one now. The picture that was taken at sunset is my favorite. The picture which was taken at sunset is my favorite. Yeah, the picture that was taken at sunset is my favorite. Perfect, nice work. Phew, that got really, really fast towards the end, don't you think? How did you do? How many did you get right? Did you make any mistakes? Share your results in the comments so I can see how you did. I love creating new lessons for you every single week. So if you did enjoy this lesson, then make sure you hit the subscribe button down there and let me know if there are any English lessons you are dying for me to teach. Right now, I think it's time to head over here and check out this lesson. I'll see you in there.